Guys, we're back. Everyone is a DJ. First of all, apologies for missing last week. Bit of holidays. I was in France. Both of us were a bit busy, so didn't quite manage to get a podcast recorded, but we're back this week with episode 25 of Everyone is a DJ. Hope you guys are good. We got Wesley. Wesley's about to go see Kana Music today. Tell us a bit about that, bro. How you feeling?
Dude, I'm feeling good, man. I mean, busy weekend ahead. This is the first time that it's only Adam Port and me coming. Rampa's not coming for this show.
Okay.
But it's the first time those guys are playing, at least publicly. I've heard they've done some private events here in the past, but obviously it doesn't count. But bro, I'm excited, man. It's gonna be a big event. The one thing that's kind of a contentious topic, at least locally, and we talked about it on a podcast a while ago, was if this event is going to sell out or not. And it hasn't. So they've dropped the ticket prices. Yeah, they dropped the ticket prices. So I bought a bunch on pre-sale, which is supposed to be the cheapest.
Right.
And now the tickets are even
cheaper.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So
I mean, did they misjudge the space? Because I remember on a previous podcast you talked about them planning this event and it was going to be in this massive, was it a park or something?
Yeah, it's a park. So I heard, I think it's around 14,000 people they can fit
14,000, right.
It's a big park, right? But the other thing as well is so I was talking to people, what are you doing? I'm going to go see Kana Music. You guys should come through. And a lot of people in Toronto actually don't know who they are, which is surprising, right? So, I'd play Move and they're like, oh yeah, that song, but they don't really care. So yeah, I think just from the market here just doesn't really know who they are, man. So I'm curious to see what the crowd is going to look like today.
Surprising though. That's surprising. I mean, I guess if we're talking popularity, is Hugel more famous than Kana Music right now? Probably Bam Bam. It's such a huge track.
Yeah,
I've got a friend of mine, and she just gave birth, and the baby's favorite song is Bam Bam.
No way.
Yeah, and it's just obviously it's a lot more catchy, and it's it hits different to Move, right. But I don't know. Can we say Bam Bam is a bigger song than Move? Interesting. I don't know.
I think it boils down to markets, right? So it depends where. So, I mean, at least in Toronto, we're talking about Toronto. Hugel in Toronto is huge, right? And every time he comes, he sells out. Like his last show, he did a Make the Girls Dance showcase in this massive warehouse, sold out. He's got an event, I think, in August or September here, even bigger venue, sold out. So I think it just depends where you are, but I don't think Bam Bam is bigger than Move. No way.
You don't think Bam Bam is bigger than Move?
No.
I don't know. Guys, let us know in the comments. Which track is bigger?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Move has been out for 2 years. Bam Bam, not even a year. If we just look at the numbers, Bam Bam is on what, 200 million?
Wow.
Move is on 800, 900 million. But again, Bam Bam hasn't been out for that long.
Yeah. It's got time still, right?
Bam Bam's got time. What do you guys think? I think it's is it a market thing? It doesn't have to be for me. I think it's
I don't think so.
I think if we look at the numbers.
Yeah, I wonder growth over time. Where was Move at this far along since the release? But you know what, man? I think as well, I haven't seen Kana Music play since 2021 or something like that. It was pre-COVID. I saw them in New York. So I kind of know what wavelength they're on right now, just videos and stuff, but it's a 4-hour set they're playing today, which is sick. So I think they're going to get into all kinds of different genres, a little bit of Afro, house, dance, they do their thing. Yeah. They play anything.
No, but I mean, listen, just quickly to go back to the Kana Music versus Hugel conversation, I think in terms of also marketing and how Hugel does social media, I'm sure everyone that's into music has seen a Hugel reel or has consumed his content, because he's posting once a day, twice a day. You've got the viral friendly caption overlay text, like he does it. And of course, you've got good looking females behind him. He's got the close ups. Like, this is calculated content, which has made him who he is today and propelled him to that status. But
Yeah.
it's different. There's different audiences too. I think it's different audiences too. But at the same time, it's you could call it, let's, use a broad paintbrush, Afro House. But you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So we got that coming up. I mean, busy weekend for me as well. Tomorrow, Bun Shapa in Toronto as well. And then
are you gonna have the energy for that one, mate? Because
Listen,
Bun brings the energy, so you're gonna have to dance, bro.
hey, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So yeah, I gotta watch it today.
Have you texted him? Is he gonna hook you up with some backstage? What's he saying?
Yeah, so he's playing at the rooftop of Soluna, which is quite a small venue. Really nice rooftop, quite intimate, probably around 200 people, 300 people at most. And there's not really a backstage like area. It's just like open rooftop vibes.
He's just
So
in there.
I'll hit him up. And then yeah, bro, black coffee on Monday with Jimmy Jules. So yeah.
Back to back. Yeah, so we definitely have to record a podcast today because I wasn't gonna see you for another week.
Dude,
Damn.
I'm gonna be Tuesday. We'll see how I feel. I don't know. Probably gonna call in sick.
Back to back. I couldn't tell you the last time I partied 3 days in a row. I mean, okay, Ibiza, but still, like, I mean, yeah. Good luck, bro. Good luck.
Yeah, man.
Which one are you looking forward to the most, though?
Honestly, probably black coffee, and the reason for that is because I'm supposed to have like a backstage access for that show, and in all my involvement in Afro House over the years, I've never been backstage with black coffee. So I'm pumped for that. I'm also a huge Jimmy Jules fan. So
He's tough.
seeing him live. It's also a new venue. They're building it like from scratch, like a whole thing outside, open air. So I'm excited for that. Yeah.
Jimmy Jules. Yeah, there's a track that he's been playing. No one knows what it is, but it's unreleased. And
yeah,
Jimmy's a different guy. All right, man. Hope you enjoy. What's the first on the topic list for today?
I think let's talk a little bit about our latest release. This past Friday, July 3rd, we released an EP called Blackwater by a very talented upcoming producer DJ named Baron. Shout out to Baron. There's a few other cats on the project as well. Walk us through it, man. A little bit of a different sound. People are giving us feedback. Like, tell me what's going on.
Yeah, people are saying we're switching sides and switching things up, which again, it's definitely a conscious decision of exploring different sounds and taking risks.
Yeah.
But listen, I love the track. When he sent it to me, he sent me both tracks and he was like, I want to release these as an EP. Of course, we released Don't Touch within a few months prior. But yeah, when he sent me these ones, I was like, we're going to release these. I don't care how people are going to react to it, what the perception is going to be. I just love the music. I was vibing to it. I think immediately also I sent it to you guys and you guys liked it. So then next step was just to find time in the calendar, space in the calendar and release it. But Baron is an amazing producer. He's got so much in the hard drive. Doesn't just do one sound. He's got the Afro House, he's got the melodic, he's got the indie dance now, he's got more disco vibes. Like, he can just across the board create music. And yeah, it's also relationship play. Like, it's not just about releasing great music and adding that to your catalog. Is also relationship building with artists. And someone like Baron, you want him in your corner. You want him, as a club record affiliate.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. He's this EP is doing well already. I mean, this is day one. It's been out for now 24 hours. Top 2 releases on Beatport Indie Dance. Already top 50 Indie Dance. Like, a win is a win. A win is a win. How are you feeling about it?
No, dude, listen, I like it. I mean, for me, when like you sent it to me, it was in my Dropbox like right away. I would listen to it like. I've probably listened to the EP about 100 times before it got released, just on my own. I just I like good music, man, and I feel like, yeah, we are an Afro House label at heart, but I don't believe that you always have to stay in your lane. Why can't you try something else? If the music is good, put it out, man. The world needs to hear it.
Yeah. I think also, if you look at the labels that we aspire to be, they're not just sticking to one sound. They're not just doing one thing. They're taking risks.
Yeah,
They're trying different things. They're being visionary about sounds and producers and who's coming through and all of that. You can't just keep doing what you've been doing. And I love that. I actually love when we try something and it doesn't work, because then we learn and we don't do it again. But you've got
exactly,
to take
man.
that risk. You've got to take that risk. I think this one is definitely one worth taking. And same as you, I was playing those two tracks over and over and over and over again. And guys, we have more music coming like that. We have more music coming that is a bit more indie dance, a bit more housey. And of course, Wesley and I got into this business through Afro House. That's still going to be the main thing. But man, people are making some fire indie dance music, bro. Like it's crazy. Like some of the music that's coming out now. There's a producer called Brunello now. I'm not sure. You could call it indie dance, you could call it whatever, dance, whatever, but killing it. Like
Yeah,
just groovy productions that he's putting out. I like music, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is, if I
exactly,
like
man.
it.
It's like as long as it hits, like when I got back into DJing just for fun, I had like a shitty new Mark controller because an old friend of mine put me on.
Yeah.
It was all groovy stuff. It was all housey, and then I was like, okay, always going back to the roots, South African music, and then shortly after that, Afro House feed was created. But hey, man, like if music hits, it speaks to you, makes you want to groove and move and do your thing. Like I back it. That's what
No, no,
it's all about,
listen.
man.
I think right now, I mean, I would say just by looking at the demos that we receive, of course, a majority of it is Afro House.
Yeah.
But there's so much more that is completely different genres. Of course, there's genres in there that we would never release.
Hmm.
Never say never, but yeah, there's genres in there that you're just like, no, this is fucking not our style. But
Yeah.
people are just changing how they're making music. Less is more. Groove is valued a lot more now. Shorter vocals, right? We don't want a track to be dominated by a chorus and lyrics, and this is just like shorter. Give me something punchy, sweet,
Yeah.
that hits. These are the things that are working right now and people want. Look at a track like Adam Ten's I Never Knew.
Yeah.
Number 2, Beatport Top 100. Like that's the fucking music that people want to hear now. Not to say that that's what you have to make, but that's working. You know,
It's working.
that shit is working and it's simple. It's just like very, very punchy low ends, short vocals, good, simple arrangement. And I went crazy last week on Beatport just buying all these tracks. I did a poolside set in near Marseille for a wedding, one of my friend's wedding. So I was just playing like a bunch of these tunes, and I mean the crowd loves it. Like, of course, they like the kind of soulful Afro house, Afro techie vibes, but when you
Yeah.
go to bassy tracks with just a cool loopy vocal that is just catchy, the
Yeah.
reaction is different, man.
Especially when you're outdoors by the pool. You know what I mean? It's like there's a time and a place, right? Like dark club late night or like open air daytime with the friends. It's like you can't put on like a bun shopper at like 12 p.m. on a Tuesday.
Put Paris Bunshava. Nah, I mean, listen, you've gotta read the crowd. You've got to
Yeah.
read the crowd. No, but listen, I think as I said, the upcoming releases on club, there is a good balance. You're never gonna find the perfect balance, but there is a good balance of what we're putting out. Afro house, indie, melodic. This is kind of where we live now, even if you look at our playlist on Spotify.
Yep.
But yeah, man, guys, this is a business. You have to stay competitive. You have to stay competitive.
I agree. Guys, if you haven't listened to it, go stream Blackwater EP. It's out now. I promise you, you're gonna love it.
Big
But
track, big
let
track.
let's get into some more meteor topics, man. I want to talk about. I know it was a couple weeks ago now, but I want to talk about 50 Cent at Pasha, bro. Dude,
You
what did
start.
you think, man?
You
What did you
start. You
think?
start. You start with that because I've got
Okay.
I've got a lot to say, but you start with that. You start with that. That's
Okay,
all you.
first
Open
of
up.
all, I was expecting we'd see like a new 50 Cent. Like 50 Cent like behind the decks. I thought he was gonna be playing like some house music. Like kind of how like I don't know, Shaquille O'Neal, does his DJ thing as well. I don't know, man. That's what I thought, but it was just a 50 Cent performance.
50 Cent performance. Everybody was on their phones.
Yeah.
The reaction was very divided. I think you had some people that embraced it, but some people that were just like, "What is happening to the island? What's happening to Ibiza? This
Yeah.
is not Ibiza culture. How is 50 Cent here?" But people need to realize the rise of Ibiza was what, during the 80s, 70s, 60s, right? It's a total different generation now.
Right.
It's a totally different generation with a lot more money now, right? People want different experiences. They want options. Not to say that 50 Cent is the perfect event, an option to have on the island, but you got to try it. You got to try it. And it did pretty well. It didn't sell out, but it looked a lot fuller than it did for other DJs that I've seen recently at Pasha. So
Yeah.
I'm sure for Pasha it was a success, and it was all over social media, right? It was all over social media. People were talking about it. It was a conversation. It didn't look like a set made for Pasha, honestly,
Yeah.
but
Look, I saw the videos. I thought like there were some moments that were almost awkward, where it's like it doesn't really fit, but obviously you had some people who are vibing, singing along. But personally, if you had to ask me what I really thought, I don't think 50 Cent belongs at Pasha at all.
does he belong
That's
anywhere in Ibiza?
I mean, probably not,
Universe,
right? Like
universe. I
DJ
think
house music
huge
culture.
venues. Yeah.
Maybe like
Okay.
no, I don't think he belongs, bro.
Anywhere. Okay.
Anywhere. I just don't think 50 Cent is supposed to be there. It's not that kind of like, okay, like DJs, they pull up, they do like, Kevin Hart, whatever, he was in Mykonos, or, Travis Scott in Ibiza. That's fine. But like to headline as the main performer at a place like Pasha, I just think it's like, it's a bit random, I don't know.
But they're in Mykonos all the time. I know it's a different culture, Mykonos versus Ibiza, but you still get your Travis Scotts, you still get your rappers, and a
Yeah.
lot of them, Lil Babies, etc., in Mykonos. Again, Mykonos is a lot more bottle service culture, VIP tables, and all of that.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. I think deep down there was a part of me that just wanted to see 50 Cent play like a house music set on some on some CDJs, bro, and like just to see how that would go.
Which rappers? I mean, we've seen Skepta, Travis Scott. I think Rich the Kid. I saw a
Okay.
video recently, him and Martin Lou at Casa Amor. So Rich the Kid was like next to Martin Lou. Martin Lou was playing the track, and they were just vibing.
Wow. Okay.
But it's a thing, man. It's a thing. We're gonna see a lot more of it. But which DJ, which rappers could you see come into this industry? Because, bro, electronic music is the thing. We've talked about it before on this podcast. People want, this is where the energy is. I think when it comes to music,
Yeah.
people love DJs. DJs are gods right now. I think a lot of rappers, a lot of artists in different genres are looking at that and they're like, okay, DJing is not that hard. Let me get some of this. But which rappers could you see do it?
That's a good question. I feel like maybe a Snoop Dogg. I could see a Snoop Dogg getting on it,
Yeah, that's a
you
good
know?
one.
Snoop Dogg. Maybe like a Lil Yachty. I don't know. What about you? I'm not a big rap guy, so I don't know like a lot of names besides Big Three and, a few others. What about you?
Snoop Dogg, Yachty. I see like a Chance the Rapper, but he's not very hot right now, is he?
No, not anymore. He fell off, man. Actually, I haven't heard.
Drake for sure, but Drake doesn't need to. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like those guys are at the very top. They don't have to
Yeah, they
get
don't have
involved
to.
here. But if your phone isn't ringing as it used to be a couple years ago, and you're trying to figure out why, and you're like, okay, it's because of electronic music. Do I need to start DJing? I don't know, man. I like that Ibiza did it
Okay.
because it's not going to be a one-off, bro. It's not going to be just one time. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again.
Yeah.
100 million% it's going to happen again. But also think like when I was in Ibiza, there's a lot of the same music being played on any given night. You know, you go to different venues, different events. People are playing the same shit. I think rap is the closest in terms of like energy level
Yeah.
to dance music.
Okay, so then I have a question for you. It's like if 50 Cent was a play to offer some variety or diversification of music on a given night, who else do you think could not necessarily DJ, but like perform that is a good move, like a 50 Cent is a good move?
Again, you need someone that's high energy on
Right.
stage. Travis Scott, not my favorite, but he would murder it.
Yeah.
He would smash it. And you know, it's all the guys that you see in Monaco. You know,
Yeah.
you see lineups like Travis Scott, Gunna, these types of guys, right? That give you that energy. Lil Baby, 21 Savage, right?
21
all these types of Central C.
Yeah. Yeah.
These are easy names, but I think that works for sure. 1,000,000%. And I mean, speaking of, if we're like talking a little bit about music that's being released and how that's being kind of influenced by hip hop, the track that came out yesterday, Shaking My Ass to this, what is it called?
Ape Drums track, right?
Ape Drums, Desiree or Magnifique.
To this.
Bro, this is more hip hop than anything else.
I mean, without the vocal though, right? Like, I mean, it's a really catchy track. There's a lot of names on that track as well, but
Mate, you don't have this track without trappy hip hop vibes.
yeah.
Like the bounce on it, how the vocal is delivered.
Yeah.
This is, you know, bam, 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 bam. Like this is
Right.
trap. This is rap. This is trap, bro.
That's a good observation, actually. I didn't think about it like that, but no, you're absolutely right.
It is. And I love this fusion.
Yeah.
I actually love it. Isn't my favorite track. I need to listen to it more. But I love this kind of, I love new shit, right? I said it earlier. You got to try new shit. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If you fall flat on your face,
Yeah.
pick yourself back up, whatever. But this is the type of shit that we need to see more in the industry. Just take risks.
I agree, man. I agree. I think there's like, you know, we get a lot of demos as well that have like a rap-ish, you know,
A
vocal.
lot of them.
A lot. It's like it's really trendy right now, and I think a lot of them are not well executed. You know, I think you have to get it right. It's not just slap a vocal on it, and yeah, it is a catchy vocal, most likely from Splice or AI or whatever. But
Yeah.
I think
Usually
when
it's
it hits, it
Yeah.
hits. Yeah.
No, exactly. But I think this one is like original
Yeah.
vocals, right? They got someone to actually do the vocals. But yeah, the most of the ones that we get usually are like from Splice, and we've heard them many times before.
100%. 100%.
Do you like that track? Do you like the To This track?
I do, actually. I really like it.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. Also surprising for Magnifique as well, to be honest.
No, but I get it. Listen, like high profile names,
Yeah.
good lyrics and title. It's just catchy, and you got to try something different. Like I feel like if you got those three things in a track, you're gonna make money. You're gonna stream. You're gonna raise your profile. I think.
No, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer for Magnifique. I mean, shout out to all the artists on that track. Shout out to Magnifique. Great release. I love it. But something else I want to start talking a little bit about today is Cercle, man.
Cercle.
Sad moment. What are we thinking?
I mean, I saw the post. I think as soon as I saw the post that they shared, was it this week or last week? I think you were sharing it, and you were like, "Oh, have you seen this?" And
Yeah,
we might have to just read it out for more context. But from what I understood, is they're looking for support, financial support from their community, fans, DJs, etc., so that they can continue operations.
Yeah.
Obviously, they shared a bit of their history and how they started and how their team grew, and touched on where the industry is now in terms of, high fees and costs after COVID, things change, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And now they're asking for money pretty much from their community.
Yeah. So let's
Very, yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, like, very humbling, I'm sure, for them to do. But what were your
yeah.
thoughts?
I mean, let's start with breaking down the post a little bit. So, slide one all about, history, 200 shows, and, after this long journey, they're facing financial difficulties, right? And then it's about their whole thing. They started with a unique moments. Unique moments was the concept. And they started with only a 10 grand euro investment, and they've grown into a team of 35 people over the years since then, right? But as you said, after COVID and taxes, margins, DJ fees, logistics, everything gets more expensive. That's just inflation. They can operate at that same financial model that I guess had been working for this whole time. So they canceled their show in Mexico, right? Because of that reason, they felt like, okay, given how much it's going to cost to get to that level of production everybody's used to, they pulled the plug. Everybody
Yeah.
was refunded, and now they're looking for support, right? Which I get, man. I get. I mean, first and foremost, they were at least the first to do it that went viral. The whole like unique sets, those kinds of things. And you think about it, you're starting at a time where good cameras and access to social media was not as prominent as it is now. Like nowadays, you need a couple GoPros, maybe an iPhone, and you could probably shoot something pretty sick, right? So competition has increased. Everyone can do it hypothetically, right? It's a lot more saturated, and, copycat culture in music. Everybody was looking at Cercle for ages. Oh, let's film a set on top of a mountain or on a boat or wherever, right? So
Yeah.
I think it's tough for them to maintain that exclusivity.
I mean, Circle is 10 years old.
Wow. Okay, there you go,
So,
right?
listen, the first ever YouTube video, I'm looking at it right now. I filtered and went to oldest. The first ever upload was 10 years ago. It's got 45,000 views, and it's called Circle, the first show, to Van Cal in Derek's living room, Paris.
Really?
So Derek, the founder, the first show was in his living room. It was the all-in-one DJ controller. Looks like an ex-DJ. And then from there, it started growing. Of course, the video quality is like 360p, but it grew, man. Boris Brescia, that's how you say it, Brescia.
Don't ask me, man. I don't know.
41 million views. That was the first big hit. That's
Yeah.
9 years ago. So soon after that first one, and then
Wow.
as you scroll, Charlotte DeWitt, you got people started getting in there. So listen, they were the first to conceptualize these epic, scenic DJ sets. And yeah, they can't die, right? They can't die. I didn't know how to receive their message,
Yeah.
because I mean, again, I'm sure they've looked for support from investors and people. But yeah, to do it on Instagram and ask their community for money,
Yeah.
that is eye-opening. Yeah.
I think like now that you mentioned that, it's interesting. It's an interesting concept, right? Because at their level, you have the ability to have conversations with top tier sponsors and obviously investors as well. And I wonder why or what it is in their ethos that they don't want to collaborate with either a private investor or corporate brand to satisfy the cost. Like, I don't know, slapping a beer logo on your YouTube video, for example, or a tequila or whatever it is, doesn't really matter, right?
Well, let's look at. I'm just looking at their latest uploads.
Okay.
Again, let's consider the cost of making these events, because I think now it's not just a video, right? They're not just setting up somewhere and recording. Now it's an
Yeah.
actual event. So there's logistical costs, there's booking fee costs, there's personnel costs, there's different things involved now.
Insurance for sure.
Insurance, but they're not uploading. The last upload was 6 months ago. I'm sure part of the reason why is what we're talking about now.
Yeah.
But this was staring us in the face, right? And it has been for a long time. Just quickly, they also have a label. Some of the music that they release, let's check quickly. They're streaming. I don't think the streaming numbers are insane. Yeah, man. I think it's. I'm not sure what is causing this. As they mentioned, consumer behavior has changed after COVID. Things have changed. Their business model, I'm sure, it's not as relevant. Not
Yeah.
as relevant, but maybe should be updated a little bit. But what do you think are some issues here to highlight?
I think it's like, as the thing with Cercle as well is I think they try to level it up every single time, right? So it's a little bit like the Mr. Beast model, where you make a bunch of money on a video, reinvest, make the money back, reinvest, make the money back, reinvest. And so I think each time they did it, probably you're of the mentality, right? Let's put it all back and do it bigger and better, or more extravagant, or these unique locations, right? I mean, I'm scrolling through their YouTube right now. A lot of these locations are really remote, right? So logistically getting all of the infrastructure needed, tech, sound, if it's an event, alcohol, bars, washrooms, everything, right? Logistically is like a big task. And it takes a lot of money to pull that off properly and safely, compliantly, all the kind of boring parts of the industry. So I think it's that approach to maximizing and doing it more and more each time may have shot themselves in the foot a little bit, just because you're not building a safety net of cash. I'm just speculating. I have no idea what their balance sheet looks like, but I think that could be it as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's also, you and I both know this, but how many other pages are doing this content and are capturing these experiences through music and DJ sets? Should they have bought these up and coming companies? Should they have monopolized this the industry when it comes to content creation? Can you even do that? I'm just thinking out loud here, right?
But I think it's difficult, right? Like, I mean, let's talk about, there's somebody who works on our team. He's on the A&R. He's got his own YouTube page. He filmed like a really beautiful set in a quarry, like a mine in India, right? Stunning. And that was his own production, sound, visuals, all that stuff. And his YouTube video did really well. Like, I think 100,000 views plus, which is pretty decent for,
Decent.
for a small page. Is like, so then if you're a Cercle and that's kind of like the concept that they, is part of their brand, how do you then go and be like, all right, let's monopolize Club Records A&R guy and take over his thing, or copyright it, right? You can't.
You can't, but there's definitely, again, it's competition, right? The bigger company always finds a way to push out, or at least preserve what they have.
Right.
I know, understand, like right now, everyone's got a camera, everybody can DJ.
Everyone's
It's
a
really,
DJ.
really, everyone's a DJ. Like it's difficult. It's difficult to dominate.
Yeah.
But if this is your IP, if this is your value, the value that you bring, bro, you can even look at their views. They used to do like 10 million views a video.
Yeah.
And
But
now,
I think that's just the saturation, right? I mean, look, yeah, some of their videos, the more later ones, I'd say over the last year, not performing as well. Maybe they weren't posting as frequently. It looks like they only posted from their Odyssey.
do you know what?
event.
I think it would be more fun. I don't know. What is a Cercle set that you've watched and you were just like, okay, this is stupid, crazy, like insane?
Okay. I mean, my favorite one, it's, there wasn't a crowd or anything, but music and just, visuals is Inayela. I don't know how you say his name, but it's in this, like, on top of a fort in India. And he's playing live. It's not like a DJ set. He's playing live. Like, that for me is like super
But
cool.
just, maybe that's a bad example, but let's just use that as an example, right?
Yeah.
Costs. Let's just look at costs. How many people are working at the event? Forget the DJ, but just how many people are there to capture, take care of shit?
A lot. I mean, I'd say at least 20 20 people.
Damn, okay. Obviously, some people are based there, but if you, let's low ballpark, you have a team of 4 or 5 people at Cercle that are working and going there.
Yeah.
Just flights, hotel, food. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
They probably hired their own team from France, but let's assume that they hired a team in India just to help
Okay.
with the figures.
Right.
That's still another 3 to 5,000 easy. So already you're looking at just under 10 grand
Minimum.
and you haven't even like looked after the DJ, nothing.
Yeah.
Right? In YouTube views, what is that? If you're spending 10 to 15 grand for a 1 hour set, in YouTube views, I think 1 million views is like 3,000.
So yeah, there you go. This video, that's 5 years ago now, right? 1.9 million views. So that's what, like 5, 6. Then not to mention additionally, it's like, you know how expensive getting a good editor is as well for your video? Ain't cheap, man. If you want to, best in the game, those guys charge, right?
So for this specific one,
Yeah.
it's just costing money.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll give you a small scale example. I like dabbling with the concept of recording, like, I guess you could say it's based on a circle. Like, let's be honest, right? It was outdoors, it was in a skate park, graffiti, grimy, cool stuff, right? So
Right.
I'm playing, my friend is playing, and then, we're trying to like break down costs, right? Okay, we need 3 CDJs, we need a V10, we need speakers, we need a generator, we need cameras and this and that. And then all of a sudden you're like looking at least a few thousand just on equipment. And it's just us. It's just us. Then video editor, boom, 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 and then what, right? Just like that.
Okay, let's Google it right now. How much money is 1 million 1 million YouTube views? 1 million views on YouTube generally generates anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000 in ad revenue for standard long form videos. Listen, merch is not going to help you. The label is not going to help you because they're not streaming like that.
Yeah.
Tickets, yes, because they
Yes.
have the name, people know Cercle. Tickets. But again, because your image is epic and you're picking these epic venues where you normally wouldn't have a festival or a music event, you have to pay extra for that.
Yeah.
Like, look at the Shimza one. I'm sure like that's not a Black Coffee's legendary set.
Yeah.
You got to pay extra for that shit unless, again, you've got a connection and you can just do your thing. But it's a lot of money, man. It's a lot of money. And biggest thing for me is competition.
Yeah.
Biggest thing for me is competition. Now, listen, guys, I think we sound negative, but we're very supportive. Like, I've consumed endless Cercle sets. You can donate as well, guys. If you want to donate and you want to support Cercle, we will include a link so you can also support and donate. But I would say as well, one thing that's been good to see and quite positive is the DJ community is definitely standing behind them and people are supporting them. That's good to see.
Yeah. 100%.
If you're Cercle now, what would you do?
It's a great question. Like, honestly, like for me, I think
like say you get an ingestion of from £1 million wouldn't even, what's that gonna do? So okay, say you get a nice little 10 million. What are you gonna do with that?
Look, I mean, whoever gave you that, 10 million, you have to, they're going to be looking for some kind of return unless they're, just a big fan, which is unlikely, right? So you have to you really have to start treating it as a business going forward, right? Not necessarily that you have to be profitable, and get rich and make a bunch of money, but it's like use that 10 million as your platform to extend your runway indefinitely, right? So this 10 million is converted into X, which returns Y, and we should be able to just survive on a revenue model that can keep operations going for as long as we need to, right? I mean, I think it's just a business decision now. It's sad because it's artistic and unique concept, but I feel like they're backed into a corner now where they're going to need to do that. And if they raise that much from donations and it's not an investment thing from whoever, I think it's the same thing. You can't just spend it, then ask again, spend it, ask again,
Well, the thing is, like, Cercle and Anjuna Deep, now I'm just thinking just like, okay, what is a brand that they could model after and pivot? it's for me, it's quite similar. Again, Juno Deep is a lot more melodic
Yeah.
style, but Cercle also has that because it's like epic scenery. That's the look and feel. That's the vibe. How is Anjuna Deep so successful? I think they just put on great events. They have good merch. They have a good brand. They have massive music and huge playlists, which that's revenue generating.
Yeah.
But I would say if you're gonna pivot, that's where you go, a Cercle, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think it's just like using certain events to fund the rest of your operations. Like they have the Cercle Festival, which is hugely successful. I'm sure that's a big revenue generator. So it's have your events with tickets and then fund it to keep doing these insane shots and videos in all these insane places, right?
Let's see where we go. But yeah, guys, as we said, if you want to support Cercle, we're gonna include a link in the description of this podcast. Let's wrap it up there, man. Episode 25. Everyone is a DJ. My name is Manu.
Got
West
Wes.
G. Guys, see you next week. Thanks for your patience. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Peace.
Peace.